Hola, 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 hola. Hello, people. I want to talk about how we should be raising our kids the right way. It's crucial, y'all. It's crucial. Like, okay, yeah, that whole era from the 80s, you know, they had it different, you know, them parents coming up raising their kids, you know. And what's the excuse now? Because for a very long time I used to hear, oh, the drug epidemic, the drug epidemic got a lot of these people out here strung out, whatever have you. But it just seems to me like there's a lot of people following those parents and uncles and grandmas from back in the day. So if you talked a lot of hot mess about somebody, listen, and you here today doing the same thing that they were doing, why they couldn't raise their kids the right way, and you sitting here doing the same thing, what change have you made? And I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to bring this to your attention. This is an attention getter. Because let me tell you something. There's one thing we're not going to do when we self-love self first is judge people. Yeah, I'm eating an orange. So now, I need for people to understand this. It is your duty when you have a child to love on them immensely. Why? Because you love yourself. That's why it's important for us to get this right. We got to get this right, y'all. We got to get this right. And I talk because I invested time into me. And I understand through my progress and my journey, I understood there was many moments when I was like, I see why people made these horrible decisions. I see why we went left field with, you know, not raising our kids right. There was a lot of moments of enlightenment, or those moments of, I get it. But you know what? I chose to make a better decision because I just wanted to see how this was going to pan out. And not only that, I love myself. I love being a mom. I love my child. And I love my family. You understand? So with that, I put the work in. Not only just for them, because it really wasn't about them. It was really about me showing myself that I can do it. In what level? Follow me, y'all. What level? You understand? So when it comes to you parenting, it is important that you put that work in. Everybody's home is not set up the same. You understand? And that's understood. But discipline is still discipline. I know sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming when you got a child that you got to keep disciplining. Well, you got to do that. You must do that. That's your part. You understand? Don't get tired. Don't get aggravated. That's a test to you. That's only going to make you stronger while you make your kids stronger. Trust the process. Trust yourself to guide your kids. Don't get aggravated. Don't give up. Don't stop giving these kids these pads so that you can have a good time and have a time to yourself. There's one thing when you trying to, like, have mommy time or daddy time, and I get that part. You too deserve a moment to yourself. Absolutely, hands down, I get it. However, do not, and I command, do not make this a lifestyle where you sitting there giving your kids those pads, them iPads and computers and gaming systems in order to entertain them so that you can go off and do what you choose to do. And I ain't even gonna hold you. You might be mad what I'm about to say, but 9 times out of the 10, it's probably drinking, smoking, having sex with a partner that probably isn't their parent, you know, because you feel neglected, so you feel like you need your daddy or your mommy time. So I'm about to go over here and get some real quick. First of all, not on their time. Not on their time. Yes, I'm still eating an orange. Somebody gonna be mad. Because if we don't speak about these rough, sensitive topics, we're not gonna learn. You ain't the only one that goes through these things. You understand? You're not the only one that's a parent. You're not the only one that's a guardian on this earth. You're not. There's plenty of people that have gone through it. But that you must put your work in. It's important. And not only is it important for you to grow you, because kids help you grow as well. You got to have patience. You know? We can't be all the time screaming at them like, these kids, they know. Don't get it twisted. They know what they're doing. But there's also this other part of them that doesn't. You understand? So you gotta know your child. And how do you do that? By spending time with them. My recommendation, instead of giving them the pad, go get them a canvas with some paint and let them paint. And if it gets messy, well then prepare your space for it. Kids are gonna get messy. They're learning. But that's not something for you to get aggravated. Clean up when they're done. Or show them how to clean up. Clean up time. Sing that song. Let's go. What we doing here? You understand? The other day, I almost went, and I don't mind sharing these personal situations, but the other day, I almost went and purchased outside food for my child. And I literally had to say to myself, nah, we're going to go in the kitchen and we're going to cook. You know why? Because who's better food in their body than yours? Cooked from your hands. Blessings always come from us as their parents. No matter what it is that you give them. You understand? So, and you know what? I get it. Some easier said than done. Sometimes you're a bit tired. Maybe you're a working parent, or maybe you're a single parent. You understand? I get it. I totally understand. However, parenting is important, and you were not put in your scenario because you could not handle it. So my recommendation, and I command that you handle it the best way you know how to. Show them kids your love, because it's the best love that they can get. And if you was a child without your parents around, you know. Or if you ever met a child, a friend of yours, that didn't have a parent around, you've seen the outcome. Love on these kids, y'all. Parent them. It's important. It's important for you. It's important for them. And it's important for our society. It's important for everyone in whole, as a whole. It is imperatively important that we teach our kids so that they can learn and go off and do better than what we did. Not give them better than what we had. First of all, grandparents, hold on a second. Because we ain't gonna do the, oh, just because my life was messed up, I gotta give my child better. What is considered better? Because giving them material things, putting on the most expensive sneakers, on the most expensive clothing, that's not giving a better lifestyle. Let's really talk about it. I get excited about that, because you sitting there getting somebody else rich while teaching your child to wear the most expensive things on this earth. That is not important. The same amount of time you can spend to go into a sneaker store and buy them all these expensive sneakers, you can take that moment and indulge it into a moment with you and your child at home, at a park, at some form of a museum. Take them to the movies. You understand? Not everything requires money. Love is free. Parenting is free. You understand? And when you choose to be present, right there, right now, I'm here, I'm with you, my child. I know you don't know how to walk. I'm going to teach you with patience. I know you don't know how to eat. I'm going to show you with patience. I know you don't understand your emotions. I'm going to show you with patience. I know you don't know how to deal with outsiders, outside people in this world. I'm going to show you with patience. I know you don't know how to do your hair. I'm going to show you with patience. I know you don't understand real love. I'm going to show you with patience. I know you don't know how to handle certain obstacles in your life. I'm going to show you with patience. It is imperatively important that you do your part as a parent and parent these kids. They need you. And in the midst of you giving them that parenting moment, you're learning. It's an intangible thing. It's on auto. It's just, when are you going to press start? When are you going to parent the children and be present? You understand? I get it. First time parents, they want to buy their children everything. I've never had a child before. I experienced that too. I get it. I get it. But where do we go with all of this? You know, it's that spending money on clothing or being blessed and receiving all these gifts from other people where your child has clothes every single year without you having to buy. Blessings if you experience that as a parent. Blessings. You understand? There's some people who never got a chance to experience that. You understand? So they gotta bust their behinds, and work in order for them to provide for their children. You understand? I'm kind of babbling at this point because I don't have a specific direction. But my point is, we need to be present as parents. We need to be there for our kids and parent them. This world changes, and it changes for the better when we're present, when we're there, when we're involved. And let me tell you something, the best place to do it from is from love. And I'm not talking about Valentine's Day love. I'm talking about that real emotion that you feel to care for someone. That real emotion that you feel inside, like, I must do better for me. I'm talking about that real human emotion that should not be emotional, because you need to know how to control your emotions. However, when you come from love, does it feel good? So then you got to do it. It makes you feel better. It makes you look better. And they will always remember you. You understand? They will always remember those lessons. They will always remember the time you spent. Kids remember their childhood. I know you remember yours. Whether it was good or bad, you still remember it though, right? It may not be every single day, every moment of your life, but you remember little points. And you remember those one or two people who actually gave you a light. It was a conversation that you had, a moment that you had. It was a light that came from someone else to you as a child, right? Okay. I got another thought in my mind. Yes, I'm still eating oranges. Computers, technology. Maybe you're not as equipped. That's okay. That's okay. You understand? Maybe you just don't know how to work a computer, and all of a sudden now today your child is going to school and they're giving them laptops now. Utilize those moments to learn. Don't run away. Don't run away. You understand? You ever learned how to do something? Cook, clean. And I'm not talking about just only domesticated things. You ever learned a task? You ever learned a job? You ever learned in school? You ever learned something? So you're capable, is my point. You understand? Parenting is important every step of the way. Yes, you want them to go on their own. So there are moments when you want to teach them to make the proper decisions on their own, and they can start from young. You don't wait till they become adults. Don't spoil them all the way till they are adults. They need your guidance, and then all of a sudden you let them go and they don't know how to make a decision on their own. I'm not perfect. But I know what's important. And that's called parenting. Parents, both mom and dad, are important in a child's life. And you are not the one that's supposed to press the stop button. Because back in the days, a lot of people used to say, oh, you're 18 years old, get out my house. Oh, you're 21 years old, get out my house. It's when that man, that earth, that Mother Earth, it's when life itself says when it's supposed to happen, not you. Just think about this. Think about this scenario. So I'm going to include animals in this. 1717 was just up on the screen. Animals, a cub and a mom, they will sleep together for a very long time, right? But as humans, they're telling us that separate the kids, don't sleep with the kids inside the bed, push them away, right? Listening to external people sometimes can be a problem for you. Because ain't no bear out there, ain't no cub out there, ain't no animal out there listening to anyone tell them that their child cannot sleep with them. I'm just using this one little small thing as an example. Okay? And I'm not telling you to spoil them, because you know what, love is different. I'm not asking you to spoil them. I said love them. Love is different. Love them. Love comes with a lot. That is the top. And there's all kinds of things under that umbrella. Discipline, parenting, consistency, more love. You understand? It's a lot that comes under that. And when you have a child, you take on those responsibilities. And you should do it with happiness. Do it with joy. Don't do it with anger. I don't care how angry your job gets you, how angry your husband or your wife gets you, or how angry someone else external outside gets you. Learn how to deal with that. But when it comes to parenting, that is something that you should do with immense joy, immense love, immense kindness, immense patience. Because when you were little, you wanted someone to give you that same exact, you required that. It's not that you wanted it. You required that. That was a requirement as a child. You understand? So, parenting, guys, parenting. Trust and believe. Trust and believe the process. Do your part and be persistent. Be consistent with it. Be loving. Be patient. Do not let these kids raise themselves. Okay? Always remember this. We do things at the highest frequency when we do it with love. Come from a space of love, and your performance will be done a lot greater. And there's times you got to start with yourself first. Okay? So the more love you show you, the more love you're able to give. Always remember, self-love, self first at all times, baby. Ciao.